Kevin, can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. That was weird.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I was like, this is not going to start well. Like,
all right. Well, it helps if I have my microphone on. Good morning, everybody. I'm Kevin Mark, Director of Training and Marketing. Yep. I'm joined by Bill Seitz. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. That was a brief moment of insanity. I was like, wait, what is going on with my device?
You're good, buddy. You're good. And so
today,
joined by Sean from UWM. We're going to talk about some of their jumbo loan limits and just some of their products. They're kind of absolutely our go-to lending partner. So it'll be nice to have Sean join us.
Absolutely. And real quick, bring Sean on the line. And in the meantime, Kevin and I got to visit a couple of our agents up north a couple of days ago. And it was an awesome time to get out there and meet Annie Baker, John and Jennifer Espinosa. And we got to have a nice luncheon, got some feedback from them, went through some of the things we're going to be working on moving forward. And so I think as we keep opening up and people are getting out, I think Kevin and I and some of the team are going to try to reach out to some of you agents in the near future and do similar things, because we really enjoy meeting you all. I know we all work in a quasi virtual environment with home offices, and we're not an office centric company, but we do really enjoy getting out there and seeing you all. And I think that's going to be a big kind of push forward the rest of the year, right, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, we had a year or a little over a year of this, COVID insanity. So that's not, we're not really used to that. We are, we're personal people. We like to get out and talk to people. So yeah, we were like kind of shut in for a year, huh, Bill?
Absolutely. I prefer to have the humanization myself. So, but it was really a lovely little lunch, and it was just awesome to get to know them better and get some feedback, and then we'll be implementing some stuff. And I think on the back end of the webinar, we can talk about some things that are upcoming, Kevin.
Yeah, for sure. All exciting stuff. So good morning, Sean. How are you today?
I'm well, Kevin. Thank you. How are you?
Real good. It's always good to have you join us.
Yeah,
Sean joins us on our Clearview Mortgage, interior team meetings quite frequently, and is keeping us up to date. So it's good to have you come on our ARG webinar and talk to our agents.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. I appreciate the opportunity as well.
Yeah, and real quick, everybody, just so we properly introduce Sean Mager is our rep from United Wholesale, the bank that we probably send 80+% of our loans to, and Sean's an integral person and point of contact for us as a company, Cleary Mortgage, and also through ARG and our agents. And United Wholesale has been doing some amazing things lately. They've really been pushing the envelope in the mortgage department, and we can't really tout their process, flow, infrastructure, ability to close loans quickly. And they've been doing a lot of updating as of late, a lot of new product launching, a lot of changes happening over there. And I thought it'd be a really good idea to have Sean introduce himself, come on the webinar, see who you guys can get a feel for who our point of contact is and how professional these guys are and what they bring to the table, which in turn can help us all close more real estate transactions. And I think you'll see why we really value the relationship as Sean goes through a couple things this morning. So good morning, Sean. Welcome to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And hello to everybody. Excited to go over this quick little, I'll probably take maybe about 5 minutes to go over some quick touch points that I know Bill and I were talking about last night. And we got some new stuff this morning that just rolled out literally probably about an hour ago. So got some exciting stuff. I did scrap together a quick presentation as a little impromptu, but
Perfect. Let me promote you to panelist.
Awesome.
All right. Cool. You should be able to share your screen now, Sean.
Yeah. Well, let me. I was gonna say, give me 1 second. You guys still hear me, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Cool. Share screen. we'll do that one. All right, do you guys see the do more one?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, cool. And you guys probably see, does it say UWM? Or do you see or do you see my note side? I always forget which one we're showing.
I see the UWM, and the lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of a sheep.
Our little inspirational quotes. So, basically, let's just jump right into it. Essentially, right now, for all our loan officers, they just got this update. Sorry about the little cutoff, but we got an incentive right now for any of our clients that have a 760 FICO and a $350,000 loan amount. We're offering a great incentive for these kind of loans. We're offering 30 basis points on our conventional, and we're also offering upwards of 60 basis points on our government. So that's a nice little adjustment. You'll be able to see that in the pricing, be able to offer a better price for those clients. And that's for any of your high balance, your prime jumbo, any of those loans within there. Let me see here. Let's go on to here. So this is the main topic I think everybody has been really excited about, is the jumbo. So this just expanded, and for the good too, kind of gives you guys some more options. Now, the big thing is that I know that that we wanted to go over is the max loan amount that we offer. $3 million we offer up to. So it does give you some options out there. We write these right to DU. So we do, it's nice, easy underwrite, nice and clean. We got a 45% max DTI, minimum FICO 680, no MI required. I want to come back to that piece in a minute.
And Sean,
yeah,
just not to interrupt you, but on this product, just I want all our realtors to know that we on this product particularly, we can go to 90%, correct?
89.99.
Okay, so 89.99. So you have a very high W-2 wage earner or a business owner that obviously has the appropriate tax returns and assets and can support their business. To be able to go 90% up to 3 million is unbelievable. You know, it's something that I think we've struggled with in the last year, having a good home for jumbo, even in counties like Riverside County, San Bernardino County, some of the other high balance counties that go straight to jumbo. This is amazing. This is something that everyone needs to bookmark or earmark, whatever you want to say, but this is incredible.
Yeah, and I think you can also contribute to, I mean, when we talk about these products, I mean, a lot of people, the big thing too is turn times, right? So, I mean, for this product being out for the last month and a half, 2 months, we have seen pretty consistent turn times of less than, I've seen less than an average of about 17 days on these. I know, Bill, yourself, you closed one, you just got a CTC out of 17 day, which was exciting to see. So turn times on jumbos, they haven't changed. They're as fast or even faster. So that's kind of a nice feeling on there. Now, one big thing I wanted to go over as well is we just released today to give everybody an extra option to stay competitive out there as we release Prime Jumbo Release. And essentially what this does is it does give a little bit sharper pricing from the original Prime Jumbo. The LTV goes up to 80% versus the 89. It's just basically to give you a better option from a pricing standpoint to keep us more aligned and compete with all the other retail lenders out there. So we're offering more products to all these loan officers to get all the realtors out there the best option for the buyer. From the jumbos, was there anything else that you wanted me to hit on, Bill?
No, but I want everyone to know that I did test the jumbo with one of our agents, Catherine Perazzi. She ended up buying an investment property here in Northern Hollywood, LA County. And, you know, it was a 2.5 and change purchase price. She was financing 1.6. So I was like, hey, let me get my hands dirty. Let's see how we go with this. Just as I expected, the approval came out in, I think, a day. Had a very clean approval. It was pretty darn seamless. And Catherine has a sophisticated profile as a buyer. She's got a lot of moving parts in her life, and we were able to pretty much breeze through it. So we've tested it. We believe in it, and it's exciting. It's a game changer, really.
That is, yeah. Real quick, Bill, I do have a fast break if you wanted. I can skip over it if you wanted to see it. I think it's like a 4-minute video if you wanted from the recent one. If not, no big deal.
Well, did Matt touch on any points that's kind of, you know, realtor specific or industry specific? I mean, sometimes I look for like his key points that are, you know, really that are going to be, you know, buzz points for the realtors.
Yeah. So manufactured homes was one of them. We got the
Well, yeah.
AMC.
Can you roll over the manufactured homes? I want everyone. I know it's not probably anybody's bread and butter that belong to our organization, ARG, but it comes up from time to time. And a lot of times we like, oh, can you do it? And I don't want people to confuse manufactured homes with mobile homes. Okay, so we're talking about a manufactured home being something that has a permanent foundation. It's not sitting on a lot that you pay a monthly fee for, right? It's actual home with a permanent foundation. I believe it's anything post 1976, is it, Sean?
I believe it is, yes.
So, but to have a home for that is nice, because we do get this question frequently. And some of the manufactured homes now in certain areas of California are, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, depending on where they are. So to have a financing option for that is a big deal.
Yeah, and with us rolling it out, the feedback I've been getting on it is it's just a nice to have another loan product here at UWM to offer you guys the speed and service and also technology to close these loans out efficiently too, from your side to the realtor to even the client. So it's been a fun product to actually add into the mix, because I know a lot of people have been asking for that one. You pretty much covered all my bullet points I wanted to hit on. I mean, just looking at overall, I mean, from a buyer standpoint, conventional loans down to 640, FHA, VA, USDA 620. So anything above that, we're looking good. So for the next one, I just wanted to hit on this. I think this is something that has been a very popular topic, is appraisals. And one thing that UWM is doing to help out with this is we are challenging all the AMCs. We're adding even more AMCs to our gold standard of what we expect from the appraisers. And we've made good efforts to get these things back in a timely fashion. For instance, previous the appraisal promise getting appraisals back within a 10-day turn time, or it's 50% back. We've gotten rid of that. We've altered it. Now we're getting it to where the AMCs are making a little bit less, but they're paying appraisers a lot more. We're putting a cap on what the AMC company can make at $125, and the remainder amount of money will go towards the appraiser. So essentially what that will drive, for one, better appraisals, two, faster turn times, which I think one of our L's in the office has already experienced that. And then we're also adding some other characteristics to it to keep the consistency behind it, because at the end of the day, the consistency on these things is going to be the importance. And kind of going into that, I think kind of tying in, what UWM's picture is for our partners is, what things that we are really focused on, from the beginning to the middle to the end, and it's all stinting from the application to, for you guys, for the underwriting experience, because naturally you want the borrowers to be talked to the least amount during the whole process, giving them the best experience, giving them that return experience, or getting that referral, right? And also nailing the closing. That is another thing that we're really hammering on. So these are kind of a big picture, what we focus on going down all the way down the tunnel. So just to kind of give you guys a big picture of what we really focus on going forward. And Bill, I just wanted to tie in something too. You were talking about, that prime jumbo. I just wanted to take note on, this is just a couple little different things that I was able to grab. These are just, the awards or badges that we do here at UWM, for victories, small victories, whether it's a same day approval, maybe it's 1 day approval, maybe it's a 7-day CTC on purchases, or, you can see Bill right in the middle of a 3-day CTC on a refi. So like speed and execution is the importance, right? Because time kills deals, as we all know. So we're focused on, promoting you guys. And I would love, when these things come out of underwriting, you were getting these 3-day CTCs. I would love to share this on social, right? We get somebody who says, hey, Bill got my loan done in 3 days. We are also partnered up with this realtor. You start seeing that, you start seeing success, success follows success. People love seeing this stuff. So these are little things. And this is within a week of some brags that I was able to pull that was going out. So it's exciting to see. And Bill, your jumbo one's right in the corner below. So I just wanted to make sure you noted that. So
that's really cool that you put that together, Sean. And thank you for that. It's sometimes, it's like, self-promotion's not it's not something that's my strong point, but you have to do it, and we have to convey to our organization that we're partnering with you guys to do the best job that we possibly can in an industry that's 58 days as the national average, for 58 days to get a loan closed. And in a competitive real estate market, you have all, you know, there's the whole CV team is pretty much represented there. If you're not working with these guys, I mean, you're not helping your business, in my opinion. And these guys hustle, they know their stuff, they know their programs. And so, you know, I will promote it in this case. And it's good to have that visual so people can see, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing at Clearview.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, I mean, within a week, I have way more. I just couldn't fit everybody on the slide. But I mean, realistically, I think within the last month, we've had a lot of great success, and I could probably put, you know, well over 60, 70, 100 of these things on here, but just wanted to kind of give a visual of, this is the average too. Like these, I didn't handpick, you know, 3 days, you know, 8 days. Like I didn't handpick any of these. These are just quick, easy ones I can just grab recently. So, and it's all on my LinkedIn too. You can go on my LinkedIn and see all this stuff as proof too. So it's there, it's live. But I am excited to add maybe some realtors on there too, to kind of share the success as well, what you guys have been experiencing as well.
That'd be outstanding. And, you know, Sean, I think, you know, everyone can get a feel for your energy and passion in this business. And I enjoy working with you. You and I have gotten to know each other, you know, pretty well over the last several months, and it's been a pleasure. And so I really appreciate you being an asset to our company.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for the future. We got a lot of good stuff. You know, I think the big thing that I focus on, and I think that, you know, it's been instilled in me by our senior leadership. You know, I think the big three things from me to you guys is, you know, communication is big, transparency, and I think everybody appreciates that. You know, even the buyers probably as well. You know, consistency is key, and then control. Like you guys have definitely a lot of control. I mean, we just look at little things like, you know, just our process here, like, you know, consistency, the client experience, it builds the business as well. So like from a realtor, you know, to a loan officer, like we have a great structure for all the loan officers to follow to make sure that we're just crushing it when it comes to the client experience. So we got a lot of good stuff that just recently rolled out that's been put in place, and we've been seeing positive results. You guys, this is kind of like the back end side of things. But from a loan officer standpoint, we're giving great structure for them to have a great consistency and client experience at the end of the day. So it's truly exciting to see our system evolve with our technology and giving technology back to you guys to expand the business. But from there, I mean, that's pretty much all I have. I appreciate the time. Was there anything else, Bill, you wanted me to cover? Kevin, anything else?
Unless there's some questions in the chat, you did an amazing job, and it was perfect. You know, well done, Sean. I know that you put that presentation together pretty quickly, but you know, I'm gonna give you a pro status on that.
Oh,
Yeah. And then just, Sean, one other thing that just kind of came out of our meeting the other day is when we were speaking with the Espinosas and with Annie Baker is, you know, we have, and they're really high, you know, high quality agents, and we have a lot of really high quality agents with us. And so we need our lending partner to make us look even better than we are. You can't have a lending partner that drags you down, right? So in this case, we have such a great partner in UWM and Clearview Mortgage that we can actually, you know, we can make the agent look even better than they are, right?
Exactly. No, and there's just from like from a marketing standpoint, what we offer you guys from a brand 360, just to promote yourself, even like transparency too, like within the loan, like we have what we call U-Track, where they're able to see the communication throughout the whole thing. It's like kind of like an Amazon tracking. It'll give you tracking updates of what's been going on, so everybody's always in the loop. So keeping you guys more technology advanced, like giving you guys a retail platform. You know, the retail technology is out there on the retail side, but from wholesale side, like, you know, the brokers don't get probably the best of the best, but we're offering it to you. We're giving it to you. Like even taking applications on the go. Like we have a lot of great stuff. Just make sure that you guys you're killing it out there, just showing that you are advanced and you guys are ready to rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Sean, for that.
No problem. I appreciate the time, guys, and very exciting to see all the success, and it's going to get even better. So can't wait.
All right, perfect. Well, without further ado, I just wanted to go over, you know, last week we were talking a lot about Facebook targeted advertising, and I just wanted to kind of, you know, we kind of ran out of time, and I just wanted to go and kind of revisit the bullet points of what we were talking about and kind of add a few more things that I missed. So let me just share my screen with you guys. So first of all, you know, the Facebook ads allows us to do some super targeted stuff. Now, remember, about a year ago, they added, you know, housing as a special, you know, advertising group. for Facebook. And so they no longer allowed us to target, different age groups. They no longer allowed us to target either men or women. And they also shrunk our ability to target geographical areas by 15-mile radiuses. So before that, we could really hone in, we could really get some targeted stuff. And so they took that away. However, there is the ability to create what they call a custom audience. So a custom audience allows us to actually upload our list or a list of people into Facebook. And so we can direct Facebook advertising directly to those people. So that is a huge thing that enabled us to do a lot more things with real estate ads. So the three things that I think everybody should be doing with their Facebook advertising is you should have your list, your actual customer list, your database list. Everybody that is part of our program 2, 3, or 4, has access to agent marketing. And so you have your CRM. So you should take your CRM database and upload that as a custom audience to Facebook. So that way you're not only just sending those people in your database emails and monthly communications, newsletters, all that kind of stuff. You're also able to target some very specific communications to people that already know you. So you can imagine that kind of communication is going to be way different than if you don't know who they are or they're just coming to you for the first time. So again, the 3 different real good things that I think everybody should be targeting is first, your customer list. Second, your farm list. And we talked a lot about last week, and you can go back to the replay on how you can contact a title rep. You can have them give you a list, and then we can upload that list into a few different programs that will allow us to find their email addresses and phone numbers. And then we can upload that list into Facebook and have our very targeted farm list in there as well. And then the third is, a city and a surrounding area. So you also want to be doing, about a 15-mile radius around your farm, or even larger. And so that way you're getting a 3-pronged different effect. You're getting your customer list, you're getting a farm, and you're getting just a geographical area. So that really helps you stay top of mind when people are looking for your services and all that kind of stuff. So one other thing I wanted to go over is we did briefly talk about different kinds of pages. So this is, of course, a branded, Alta Realty Group Facebook page, and of course you can do advertising from that kind of a page. However, if you're doing a lot of marketing in a farm, you can also create something like a community page. So something like a free Orange County home evaluation page, or just a page about the community where you can invite different people to come on, talk about different restaurants, talk about events in the community. And it's kind of a more benign way to run advertising through a page like that. Sometimes when people see an advertisement with a realtor, it just scares them, and they freak out and they don't want to be contacted by a realtor. And, let's just be honest, a lot of times that does cause, somebody to really start calling you, and you don't want to hear from that person. So having a community page as where you're putting your advertising on kind of helps bridge that little gap. And so people maybe not be so scared of you. So I thought that was a big thing from last week that I wanted to just reiterate and make sure people understand that is a really good idea to create these community pages as an ancillary Facebook page to be running advertisements through. Now, I think it's also a good idea to run advertisements through both. So you get your branding, and you also get kind of this benign, community advertising as well. So those were the major things I just wanted to make sure everybody knew about. And then also using Facebook Messenger as the advertising, when you're creating your Facebook advertising, you're able to create either a lead generation, or there's several different ways that you can do it. Using Facebook Messenger as how the person's going to respond to your ad. We've got some studies here. HubSpot did a a study, and they said that in their study, 242% higher open rates using Facebook Messenger than email. So that's a pretty good rate. So the things that are really cool about Facebook Messenger marketing is you're able to get access to their profile, right? And also people are much more likely to engage with you on Facebook Messenger. Some people really use Facebook Messenger a lot. They understand it. And so they're way more apt to perhaps interact with you through Facebook. So I know that's not everybody, but the studies do show, especially millennials, they use this kind of stuff a lot more, and they don't really use email as much. I personally get about 300 emails a day at least. And for me, email is a nightmare. I have to deal with email, so, and I think a lot of people have that same attitude towards email. So using Facebook Messenger as the way for people to communicate with you through your ads is, I think, a really good point. So Bill, any good takeaways from that little segment right there?
I think that I do agree with the Facebook Messenger. I think that is a very effective way to reach people. I agree with the email. I think a lot of the emails do get lost. It's hard to respond to all your emails. Obviously the pertinent ones you're always getting to, at least, from my day-to-day operations. But, I can see where maybe your clients or people that you're transacting business with could possibly skip over it, or they don't see it, or it's just not a priority for them. Where the Facebook Messenger, people are on social media. I mean, we all see them walking around holding their phones up and they're on their Instagram or their Facebook or whatever. It's obviously a much more direct, efficient way to reach people. And I know that that is something, if you're comfortable, could be a good option.
Yeah, for sure. And then Bill, you want to talk about any changes coming up in the next week or two?
Yeah, just as far as announcements before we kind of sign off here, I just want to let everyone know. I know in our meeting with the Espinosas and Annie Baker, this has been on our list for some time, and I think we're going to roll out some more compliance stuff. I know most of these webinars are really marketing based, and we talk about financing, and those are all pillars of this business, but also compliance, form changes, things that are being rolled out through the DRE and through the state of California and just the real estate environment. We have an incredible new gal who's a CAR certified form advisor, and she's been her name is Lauren, and I believe we're going to try to get her on next week to review some of these changes that have been happening in the compliance and just updates to forms. And so we're really going to focus on that moving forward, and kind of keeping the education open, the communication between what the DRE is expecting of us as a brokerage, what we expect of our agents, and so you guys are out in the field, doing the right things. So I think that's going to be a really important change that you'll see here coming in the next week or two. Additionally, I talked to Adam Cleary, who is our local Ticor rep, and he's got some good stuff that he is going to share as well. So I think either maybe next week or the following week, if depending on how long we go with Lauren, but we've got some really exciting stuff coming up and presentations for you guys. So I think that's exciting.
Oh yeah, there's always something new going on with us, right?
Oh, 100%.
Well, appreciate that, Bill. Also, happy Cinco de Mayo for everybody today.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Being in California, we celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's not the Mexican Independence Day, as some people think. It's actually commemorating the victory of the Mexican army over the French in 1862 at the Battle of Puebla. So it was it was a pivotal battle that the Mexican army won. September.
How many? That's a fun fact, Kevin, because how many people actually knew that France occupied Mexico for a short time?
Yeah, exactly. And that's so funny that my family is from Mexico via France and Germany. So I think we were probably some of the invaders down there. But you
were fighting yourself.
Yep, they let us hang around, and so my grandmother's from Mexico, and so we speak Spanish at our house, and we're bilingual and all that fun stuff. But so Mexican Independence Day, September 16th, the Battle of Hidalgo. That was the Battle of Hidalgo, and the Battle of Puebla was May 5th, 1862. So
well, I will be celebrating tonight, Kevin, and I will enjoy a Mexican beer on
exactly. Have a Mexican beer, a shot of tequila, and a couple tacos.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Well, again, thanks so much.
Well, thanks, Kev, for getting this webinar.
Always a pleasure, Bill. But agents, thanks so much for joining us on the webinar. We always appreciate your time, and get out there, make it a great week and a productive week. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday, 9 a.m. on the Wednesday webinar. Bye, guys.